house. Oh, it was a hard day. I didn't do very well. And then reveals all the barley and just show it to her mother-in-law. I don't know how she would have felt, but I cannot imagine it being anything but utter joy. Just can't wait to tell her mother-in-law all the fantastic things that took place. The fact that she was honored, the fact that this man did all these great things. So why do I bring this up? Here we have this man extending a hand of kindness and blessed her. So this is something I want to hit on. The idea of blessings. The idea of blessings from God. Often, we sometimes have a very poor concept of what it means to be blessed by God. We think that it's going to be this supernatural thing where God is going to zap something into our life and we are like, oh yeah, I got blessed by God. No, it's not really how it works. The thing is, God created this natural system, and there's natural laws governing the system, and it doesn't mean he doesn't act supernaturally, because he does. But one of the things that we have to realize is God chose to use us to bless others. Us as humans, we are created in the image of God. We bear his image, and we are his representatives on earth. And so when we enact this image, we are enacting it when we show kindness and love to others around us. Therefore, the blessings of God are often displayed when we live out the will and purpose of God in our lives, in showing kindness and love to others. Therefore, the blessings of God come from people, often. Come from God's people enacting it to others. The blessing of God comes from people when they're working according to the image that they're made in. And we see in this passage that Boaz was a godly man, which would have been in stark contrast to those that were living during that time period. Remember, this was in the time of the judges. This was a dark period in Israel's history where many great wicked deeds were transpiring. So in one sense, the blessings of God were stifled by the wickedness of those living around. And so when this gentleman basically stepped forward and does this incredible thing, it really shows. And those early readers, when they first heard about this story, were probably marveling at this, at the fact that Boaz was able to do this, because he was enacting the will of God in his life. So why am I bringing this up today? Well, today we live in a hyper-individualistic world where we're not good at two things. First, we don't really like others to help us. We're not very good at asking for help. We kind of get embarrassed. It's not something we want. And we also kind of have this mentality where everybody should just pick themselves up by their bootstraps and press forward and press on. Which it's not wrong to work hard and work diligent. In fact, it has created this very abundant wealth in this country because we've done these things.